Scanning for audio.
Welcome to the Tin Dog Podcast, talking about the 10th Doctor Adventures Volume 2, Story Number 1. Now, obviously, this shouldn't actually be Volume 2. This should, strictly speaking, be 10.1.1, because it's the first story in the Rose series. And the Donna series should be 10.3, because that would be the third year, that would be Donna's year, 0.1, whatever it would be then. So already it's messed up, but let's just go with it's the second box set you can get. In that sense, it's Volume 2. Let's not get confused. Let's not bang on Big Finish's door. Let's not ask for brand new labels. Let's not ask for reversible spines on our CDs. None of that. We don't need it. It's all right. What we need to do is talk about the stories. And this being story number 1, The Infamy of Zaross by John Dorney. Now, John Dorney always puts in I wouldn't even say a workman-like thing, because that sounds derogatory. Incredibly well structured, well thought out, well crafted, and more importantly, feeling perfectly timed storyline. Let me explain. You think in your heads that Doctor Who is one long massive narrative, and it is, yes, of course it is. It doesn't make sense, it doesn't fit together, and it contradicts itself left, right and centre, but we like to believe as fans that it's all one big massive narrative. Now, remember, there are some people buying this box set who don't buy anything else from Big Finish. They're Tennant fans, and I don't blame them. I so don't blame them. Tennant was a great Doctor. Tennant was brilliant with Martha, superb with Donna, and pretty good with Rose. Yeah, pretty good with Rose. But that's just my opinion. A lot of people have a whole number 10 and Rose thing that they, shipping them together? Not good. I'm too old school for that sort of thing. I'm too long in the tooth. But yeah, 10 and Rose sitting in a tree, not doing anything at all. But yeah, you've got to make the stories feel as though they're of their time, as if this is 2006 all over again, the first season of Tennant. And that's okay. I can live with that. I so can. It's not a problem. Yes, you can chuck in the odd line about Torchwood, and that'll keep everyone happy and make them feel more at home, as if they are just watching an episode that they've not actually seen. Yes, I know you can't watch this, but you know what I mean. So, that's where we come in. That's the groundwork. That's covered. But what you have to do is you also have to be some of the rules, some of the ethos, some of the world views that RTD had when he brought back the series, especially when he was working with Dr. 10. Yes, I know he's not the 10th Doctor, he's the 11th one. Thank you, but the War Doctor at this point didn't count, so he's still Dr. 10. Yes, I'm just as pedantic as you, possibly. Look, let's read the synopsis for story number 1. When Jackie Tyler takes an away day to visit her old friend Margie in Norwich, she finds her holiday immediately interrupted in the worst possible way. An alien invasion. The infamous Zaross have come to take over the Earth. Or have they? After Jackie calls the Doctor and Rose to deal with the menace, it soon becomes clear that this is a very unusual invasion indeed. The Doctor is about to uncover one of the most heinous crimes in the history of the galaxy, and if he can't stop it, an awful lot of people are going to die. Now, that's the synopsis. There are twists and turns like a twisty-turny thing. It's brilliant because it feels so much like an original, classic, old-fashioned Doctor Who story, but given the sort of twist that we might expect from the 10th Doctor's time. under RTD's leadership, shall we say. It's beautifully crafted, really well thought out, but it still has the pacing and the ethos, let's use that word, of the 10th Doctor's time. Yes, you can imagine this sort of thing happening under the 6th Doctor. You so can. And I'm pointing my learned colleagues in the direction of the fourth wall and leaving it there. If you do enjoy this story, go and listen to the fourth wall, also by Big Finish. But it is so definitively 10th Doctor as to make everyone squee. Now, that's fine. That's acceptable. That's perfectly understandable. But does it feel as rushed as the 10th Doctor stories used to on TV? Well, yes. Because that's how you make things feel like they're original. That's how you make things feel like they're the 10th Doctor. Now, I was never a huge fan of Billie. Yes, Rose is nice. And I was one of the stupid people who were like, oh no, she's a pop star. I pigeonhole people. I'm pathetic. Well, I was. But she was great. You know that. You don't need me to tell you that. And they managed to step back into the roles beautifully. So, for my reactions in 2004, I apologise. But my reactions now are true and pure, and I just can't talk about the narrative. Because if I tell you, I'll spoil it. And the last thing anybody needs in this story is having their enjoyment spoiled. Because it's a great story. It's something that makes you come back and go, oh yeah. Now, before you go off and watch The Real Housewives of New York or any of those other scripted reality dramas, I'll point you in the direction of Volume 2 of this particular story. The next one is The Sword of Chevalier, and I'll be talking about that either in a moment, if you're listening to the omnibus edition of this, or in the next podcast, if you're listening to the individual episodes.
Coming soon from Big Finish Productions, Doctor Who.
We interrupt your regular programmes for a word from our sponsor. Hello, this is the Doctor.
The 10th Doctor Adventures, Volume 2.
Rose!
Thought you'd show your face, did you?
Oh, you seem to be doing all right. Maybe if you stood still, you'd find it less draining. It's a fencing match, mon ami, not a Highland jig.
Yes. Unquestionably the most lauded operatic tenor of the modern age.
Oh. Amazing.
Is he?
Oh. Why am I in a cage?
Calm down. Panicking won't help.
Calm down? What earthly reason have I to be calm?
It's no good. Come on, we've got to go.
What is it?
I saw a ship.
A ship? What sort of ship?
Oh, come on. Come on!
How many of them should we kill, do you think?
How many? Why, all of them, of course.
Doctor!
I knew it! One chance! That's all Rose Tyler ever needs.
Oh, Lord! Your faces! Keep away! Come on, before there's no stopping them.
No stopping what?
The Ice Warriors.
Now you beg. Now there are no ultimatums.
Coldstar is under attack from Ice Warriors. You need to contact the planet below. Evacuate! Oh, guns pointing the wrong way.
I'm Rose Tyler. And the thing about us Tylers, we won't lie down when we're beaten.
Warning. Operational tolerance exceeded.
This is it, Rose! Everybody run!
I'm Rose Tyler. He's the Doctor. One question. What the hell's going on?
Big Finish. We love stories.
Hello, Rose. It's your mum. Sorry to call. I know you're busy fighting evil lobsters or something, but when you get this, if you could pop round to Marge's in Norwich, you know, Karen's mum, I'd really appreciate that. We've sort of been invaded. All right, great. Love you. Speak soon. Bye.
That was the Doctor Who Tin Dog Podcast, available on iTunes, YouTube, Twitter, RSS, Vimeo, and across the internet. Doctor Who and its associated properties are all copyright and trademark of the BBC. No infringement is intended. Why not become a supporter by visiting patreon.com/tindog. Contact the show on tin-dog@hotmail.co.uk.
The Tin Dog Podcast is a founder member of the Doctor Who Podcast Alliance.